Alright, so in the next problem, the ratio that we have is we've got 6 pizzas feed 54 people. So we're trying to figure out if we know that piece of information, that 6 pizzas feed 54 people, but we have 10 people over, we have 10 pizzas, how many people are we going to be able to feed is what we want to try to find out. And we could use a unit rate. We've done that before. We could just use ratio operations. We've done that before, but we're going to use a proportion here like we did in the last problem. Okay, so first we need to make it set up correctly. I just wrote over here that we're going to list pizzas on the top and the people on the bottom. Okay. Next thing I need to understand is that this thing right here, we've got a complete ratio right here. We know that 6 pizzas feed 54 people. So right here I'm going to put 6 pizzas, and then I'm going to put my 54 people right here. Okay. Now, the only thing we need to figure out is where does this 10 pizzas go? Does it go on the top or go on the bottom? Okay. Since it's pizzas, we want to keep it in line with the other one that says pizzas. So the bottom one says people, so we don't want that. We want the top one that says pizzas. So I'm going to put 10 pizzas right here. And then we don't know how many people that's going to feed. So this is going to help us decide how many people maybe we should have over to whatever we're doing. Okay? People. Alright. So just like the other problem, we want to diagonally multiply. Okay? So we need two numbers that are diagonal from each other in this proportion. And that would be the 54 is diagonal from the 10. Okay? So we need to first multiply. We diagonally multiply. Okay? 54 times 10. Okay? 54 times 10. And if you use a calculator if you need it, but 54 times 10 is 540. Okay? Now, that is definitely not the solution to the problem, though. It doesn't feed 540 people. Okay? We need to do the last step. The last step is to divide by whatever's left over. Okay? We get 6 left over. Okay, so we need to divide by 6. So we need to do 540 divided by 6. And that's going to give us our solution. Okay? And that's going to give us 90. So we insert 90 people in there, and that's our answer. So up here, we're wondering 10 pizzas feeds 90 people. All we had to do was we just had to set up our proportion correctly. We put what we already knew on one fraction, 6 pizzas to 54 people. We put the other number on the same line with the same label, pizzas up here, pizzas up here. Then we diagonally multiplied, 10 times 54, diagonally multiply, and then we divided by what was left. 6 was the number that was left, got us this 90. Now let's check and see how we did again here. Remember, we can just do top divided by bottom on both of these fractions, and if they come out to be the same thing, we're probably in good shape. 6 divide 54. I got 0.1 with a whole bunch of ones. Okay. Let's try the other one. 10 divided by 90. 0.1 with a whole bunch of ones. We got the same thing for both of them when we divided them out, meaning there's a pretty good shot that we did it correctly, and it is actually 90 people for 10 pizzas. Alright, for our next question. At the animal shelter, they had 15 cats for every 10 dogs. So for every 15 cats, they had 10 dogs. If we keep that same ratio and we have 6 cats, how many dogs would we have? That's what I want to try to figure out. We're going to use a proportion to figure this out. So first I just need to start putting my numbers in the correct locations. Okay? My complete ratio that I have is 15 to 10. And I've already labeled over here, I'll just put all the cat stuff on the top, all the dog stuff on the bottom. So I'll do 15 cats, and labeling is very important to keep track of things here. 10 dogs. Now, the other number is 6, and I gotta know where it goes. It's either gonna go here or it's gonna go here, and it needs to fit constant with the label. So it looks like we're keeping cats on the top line, so I'm just gonna put 6 cats up here. all the cats are on the top line, dogs are on the bottom line. Okay. Now all we need to do is cross multiply or diagonally multiply with the numbers we have. Diagonally multiplying would mean 10 and 6. Okay. Those numbers are diagonal from each other, meaning we've got our 15 left over that we're going to divide by in a minute. Okay. 10 times 6 is 60. Not our answer. We still have to use this 15. We still have to divide by this 15. And 60 divided by 15 is 4. So our correct answer is going to be 4 dogs. So right up here, if we have 6 cats and we keep the same ratio, we would have 4 dogs. Now, let's check and make sure we're correct here by dividing this out. If I do 15 divided by 10, okay, we're just doing tops divided by bottoms, we should come out the same thing for both fractions. Here I get 1.5. I get 1.5. 1.5. Okay. Over here, if I do my 6 divided by 4, I also get 1.5. That will be a pretty good indicator whether you did this correctly or not. Okay. So again, all we did was we took our original ratio, we put it in a fraction form right here. Cats over dogs. We had to figure out where to put this 6 cats number at. We put it on the top because we already had cats on the top. Okay. I could have done 10 and 15, but then the 6 would have been down here, but we still would have came up with the same thing. Then we diagonally multiplied and divided by what was left, and we came out with 4 dogs. And then we checked it by doing top divided by bottom, got the same thing for both.